killed Kennedy? Why was sugar poisoned? How did Americans try to undermine trust in the USSR through sabotage? And what did the leaked White House correspondence confirm? Let's look at all the political elements and put them in order. This is Mendeleva's Table. Let's figure it out together. The American authorities have declassified another batch of documents about the murder of the 35th U.S. president. About 80,000 pages of materials have been released. It will take months to study them, but interesting details are already coming to light. In the most high-profile American murder, the CIA's trail is becoming more and more clear. This is pointed to by a memo prepared by Kennedy's advisor called CIA Reorganization. The declassified documents also make it clear that the CIA was monitoring the conspiracy organizers, but took no active steps and did not coordinate with the FBI. Similar surveillance was carried out on the organizers of the September 11 attacks, but again, nothing was done. Negligence or malicious intent. Experts will investigate, but the declassified Kennedy case files also revealed another skeleton in the CIA's closet. For example, that agency employees put poison in Cuban sugar destined for the Soviet Union.
During a secret operation, the CIA contaminated 800 bags of raw sugar on a cargo ship bound from Cuba to the Soviet Union. The contaminant was a chemical used in the denaturing of alcohol, which made the entire batch of 80,000 bags of sugar unfit for consumption when it was processed in the Soviet Union. According to the document, the contamination wasn't dangerous, but it affected taste so much that it spoiled the consumer's appetite for any food or drink for a significant time.
The declassified documents also mention CIA influence on elections in Peru, Greece, Italy, and Brazil. Another major leak, this time unplanned, was the publication of correspondence between senior Trump administration officials. In a Signal group chat discussing airstrikes on Yemen's Houthis, the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic magazine was accidentally included. The White House claimed there was no classified information there, but screenshots show that 2 hours before the attack, detailed information was posted about which planes would launch missiles and when.
If this information, specifically the exact time of American planes' departure for Yemen, had fallen into the wrong hands during that crucial 2-hour window, American pilots and other personnel could have been in even greater danger than usual.
So what about the contents? A fist fire, the US flag? There are fragments about Europe in the context, interesting ones. For example, Vance rightly pointed out that shipping in the Red Sea is economically more important for Europe than for the US. And so he said he hated having to save Europe again. And U.S. National Security Advisor Waltz continued the topic, suggesting that Europeans should cover U.S. expenses related to strikes on the Houthis. The head of the Pentagon, commenting on the chat scandal among U.S. officials, denied everything. He said they did not discuss plans for strikes on Yemen's Houthis. Democratic Representative Gomos asked the U.S. Director of National Intelligence and the CIA chief whether the head of the Pentagon had been drinking while messaging in the scandalous chat.
The defense minister's habit of drinking alcohol raised many questions during the hearing on his statements. Do you know if he drank before leaking classified information?
I don't know about his personal preferences.
It's insulting to ask such a question instead of focusing on good work for society.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump said that the journalist's presence in the chat did not affect the outcome of the operation, and the strikes on Yemen were, quote, absolutely successful. I wonder what the faces of Musk, Walls, and Hexit looked like at that moment, as they insisted the whole story was fake.
The best place to hide a body is on page 2 of The Atlantic magazine, because nobody goes there.
Still, CIA skeletons in the closet and these accidental leaks are another argument for Trump's team to keep cleaning house at the CIA and in Washington.